Welcome to Ridge Life. I'm Tim, and today on the Ridge, woo, we've got a lot of work to do. You see that black steel behind me between the tractor and the canopy? That is a solar carport. That's right, 48 solar panels will be mounted on top of it, holds 4 cars underneath it. We got to get that thing up. To do that, we need concrete footers poured. To get concrete footers poured, we need to mix some concrete. So today I'm going to put together a concrete mixer I got from Lowe's. It's a YardMax 4 cubic foot. It's pretty awesome. I can't wait to show you it. Get all that put together. We've also got to get wood for the forms, right? So we need to get a shipment of wood up here, get it all stacked up, separated, so we can get our forms going. But I've got a special treat for you before that. Let's check out what Morgan and I have been working on. I think you're gonna like it. For those that have been following along the last few weeks, you guys know my son Morgan's been up here, home from college. He's a civil engineering major, and he has been so helpful. Helpful with muscle, helping me get the concrete from Lowe's and the solar panels moved. Well, he's also been helpful using his brain. I utilized his trigonometry, calculus, geometry, all that stuff to get these building foundations lined out, okay? You may have already seen a sneak peek of this. If you haven't, this is exciting. All right, so right here, this is our 40 by 40 barn dominium. We're on the top of the lower ridge here, and you can see Old Blue in the background there. There's the tree mountain. We've got the S-curve driveway coming all the way up, winding up to the ridge. Well, right here on this flat area, you can see no grass is growing here. Haven't planted any grass there. I want to keep that nice and clean for the foundation. You can see this 40 by 40 mark out. Look at this. You can see the purple and orange paint right there. We got it marked out on either side. We've got strings going. Look at this, boom. And we got this marked out. Each of those lines is exactly 40 feet long. The hard part is to not create a parabola, where the lines lean, right? So what we did is we measured from the corner to corner. And we adjusted and made sure our angles were 90 at each side. And we are within 2 inches diagonal. That's on a 40-foot span. So, well, you can do the math on that. What's it supposed to be on the diagonal? That's A squared plus B squared equals C squared. There you go. Or you just type it into Google and find out what it is. But I am very happy we got this the way we did. Now, you already seen this probably. Maybe you haven't seen this. Let's walk over here. I'm in front of the barn dominium now, and you can tell it's a little bit lower here on the driveway. You can see the big old giant tree mountain behind me, and I still ain't figured exactly what I'm gonna do with it yet, but I do wanna get it out of here. But if we look around, you can see right there is the ridge barn dominium. You can see it slopes up from the driveway, marked out 40 by 40. There's my sprinklers. We're trying to get all this greenliness growing. It's so dry and so windy right now. Everything dries out. You can see Old Blue right there. I've been using her to keep things level and smoothed out and move things around. But over here on this little level pad, and you can see it's just a few feet lower than that side. This level pad over here is where the solar racking carport is going to be. That's all that black metal right over there. And you're like, Tim, we've got 2 rectangles here. Why do we have 2 rectangles? Well, this outer rectangle here with the purple and the fluorescent orange, this is the overlay of where the solar panels will overshadow or the footprint of the solar panels. And the solar panels are on an angle. So to get that angle, we had to use SOHCAHTOA. That's sine over sine over hypotenuse. Cosine is opposite over hypotenuse, and so TOA tangent opposite over hypotenuse. Ooh, that's bringing back some trigonometry from old days. But anyway, you got to use cosine of the theta, the impedance. Anyway, we got all that right here. And we got this layout of the solar panel. Morgan helped me with this, obviously. But you can see it is a few feet wider, almost 4 feet all the way around. The inside orange square here, this inside orange square is actually where the pedestals are going to be for the solar carport. So I've got to drill an auger, put a hole right there, get a big old hole like 13, 14 inches in diameter. And then I'm going to form out at least a 16-inch square each one of those points, because these pedestals over here, let me show you how big these things are. These things are pretty massive. Look at this. So here's the pedestals. Each one of these, we got 6 of them. You can see how big the hole is right there. That's over an inch wide hole. We're gonna get all 6 of these mounted over there on the 6 inner square points. What we're gonna do is use these L concrete anchors right here. See these big old L concrete anchors? They're gonna go down into the concrete. We're gonna push them down into the concrete. There'll be 4 on each corner here, and we'll make a little wooden jig to mount these 2. That way when we pour the concrete down there, we can push them down in there, and they will have the exact pattern as these pedestal bases. That's a lot of work. That is a lot of work. So we've got to dig the holes, form them up, put rebar. See, I got all this rebar right here. That's this 1/2 inch rebar. We got 10-foot sticks right there. Should be more than enough to create some baskets that go down in there. Form them up with this wood we'll be bringing up here in just a little bit. And then start pouring the concrete mixed in our new mixer we're gonna be putting together here today also. I've got one more thing to show you here before we get to building. Check this out. This right here. This is where the solar shed's gonna be. That's right, the solar powerhouse is gonna be right here. I'm gonna give you a different perspective. Let me back up a little bit. There we go. So now you can see barn dominium over there, solar array over there, and right here is where the power shed's gonna be. And it's 12 by 20. And if you recall, you've seen that already. Hopefully you've watched that video of me touring this. My shed, it is built. I went to Twin City Barns and did a tour of their factory. That was a really cool video. And it should be being delivered any day. Hopefully very soon you can watch it being delivered to this spot right there. Wouldn't that be cool? I know, that makes me happy. Of course, I got my white canopy that Morgan helped me put together. Again, Morgan was so helpful while I was up here. I'm just so very thankful for that. But we've got 4,000 pounds of steel right here. We got to get erected, but we got to get all that prep work done first. Step by step, methodical. And you can tell I like keeping a real clean work area. So whenever we do me and Morgan do things, and me and Jen do things, I organize, straighten up before I move to the next step. You're not going to see tools and debris and garbage laying around my work site. My OCD won't handle that a bit. I know you could see those lines on the ground, but to really get a perspective of where the barn dominium is, the power shed is, and the solar carport is, maybe you need to see it from up high. Check out this drone footage. You're gonna get some flyovers. You'll see exactly where everything is on the ridge. I've been talking about it for so long, now you get to see it. Wasn't that cool to actually be able to see from above all the things that Tim's been talking about for over a year now? It was in my head, now it's visually on the ground, laid out for you to see as well. But we got to keep going. The next step is to get the carport up, got to get the concrete, got to get the forms done. So let's get busy. For my concrete needs, I'm using this YardMax 4 cubic foot electric concrete mixer. Got this at Lowe's. If you want to know exactly how to put this together step by step, what tools to use, everything, I'm going to be doing a full setup and review of this on my RidgeLife's Reviews and How-Tos channel. Make sure you go check it out. Take a pin, slide it through the back hole, use your needle nose pliers, bend it up and away so it retains in there, slide a washer over, take your wheel with the open face facing towards the axle, slide it over, then just take another washer, put that on the outside right there, take another pin, slide it up through the hole, oops, gotta make sure you get the washer through there, turn it around backwards, get your needle nose pliers, bend that one away, and we are wheel number 1 on. Bend it down, boom, washer, wheel, washer, pin, get it on the right side, backwards there, peel it back, boom, wheel number 2 on. All we gotta do is put on a flat washer, lock washer, and a nut. Get that one on. We're going to use 13 millimeter to tighten them up. There we go. Do the same thing on the hole right here. Get that lined up. There we are. Again, flat washer, lock washer, and nut. Get it in. Flat washer, lock washer, nut. Can't be more simple, I'll tell you, really, guys. Now we're going to place our bottom drum on this support bracket. This is one with the shaft exposed. We went with the angle facing in. Slide it over. Get it lined up with it. Pop it on around. Pops right in place. Now we lift the bottom drum up and slide the brackets down in each post. Bolt through the hole. Flat washer. Lock washer. Nut. Nut on there. Now for the hardest part, the most totally messed up part, is putting your wares or your blades in. It looks difficult. So what you do is take the small bottom pieces, and you see this angled bracket right here and this angled bracket. The drawing shows the small piece going down closest to you. And you can see there's this flat bracket over here if you want to get a relationship. And then do the small piece right here, down against. Now you can think about it, these bolts here, these flat plates here are going to attach to the top of the drum. So this is how it should look right there, okay? So small bracket in goes down to the bottom, large bracket in at the top, and you're going to see this one is slanted towards you, this one's slanted towards me, and this one's angled back to my left, this one's angled back to my right. Now we're going to put the nuts and washers on, get the nuts and washers on, then you'll see how it makes a little more sense. Start off with my flat washer, my lock washer, and my nut on this one. Again, that leather washer is holding it in place. I'm going to do the same thing over here. Put my flat washer, lock washer, and nut. Just get them hand tight. Got our top drum, and the top drum has this yellow arrow right here, and there's a yellow arrow on the front as well. So put your top drum piece on your bottom drum piece, come over here and line up the arrows. Once you got the arrows lined up, you're going to look down here and you're going to think, oh no, these wares or blades don't match. They're right. Flat washer, lock washer, nut. Stick the bolt through the hole. We got 6 of these holes all the way around. Flat washer first, then the lock washer, and then the nut. I'm gonna go ahead and get all 6 of them in, then tighten them down. Then we're gonna work on those inside blades. And again, when you put this top drum on, you thought, oh no, it didn't match up. Well, if you did it the way I said, it'll match up. So overall, this thing's not too hard to put together. The only thing is those blades. Those blades are kind of odd. But once you get it, figured out, it's no big deal. No big deal at all. So it looks like these blades do not match up to any side, but they do, they really do. So I'm gonna take this closest one to me right here, and I'm gonna bend it down, and you'll see it will bend up and line up with this hole facing me. So what I'm gonna do is get a bolt, put it through the hole, and put the leather washer on it, okay? Put the leather washer on it. It goes all the way through. Remember that? Just like we did on the bottom side. That holds it in place. So now, got the flat washer, lock washer, and nut. I'm going to slide it right over. Boom. Once you've got it slid over, it should hold in place. I'm going to get the flat washer, lock washer, and then get my nut there. Boom. And that should tighten up by hand. Get it hand tight, we'll move on to the other side. All right, I want to give you a real good view of the top so you can see these blades before we move. Okay, so the small little bracket attaches to the bottom. The flat, bigger side attaches to the top. I rotate it around until it met right there. And I turn it around this way. See the same thing right there. Small piece at the bottom. Big flat bracket at the top, rotate it around. Got the leather washer in between. We got the bolt on the outside, and then the, you can't really see it from here, the nut and the lock washer, flat washer on the inside. But there you go. Let's get the tipping bar on, but before we do that, we gotta get the locking collar. So the locking collar has 2 holes in it. Line it up right there. We've got our bolts. Slide them in from the front. Each of them hand tight. Once they're hand tight, get the wrench on there. Again, tighten the nut. You can tighten the outside like this, but tightening the nut last. Get it nice and snug. Nice and snug. All right, get this side here. I'm going to take the spring, slide it down into the tilt arm with the bracket facing the locking ring. Lock it in place right there. Then I'm going to take the screwdriver and go right through the hole there. This is not in the instructions, but this thing's hard to get down there. So I get my bolt with a flat washer and then start sliding the screwdriver back till I can get that bolt in. Woo, that's hard to get in there. There we go. Don't have to go all the way too tight, but that should lock it in place. Motor housing transmission has a spline female receptacle. I'm going to slide that right over this male shaft sticking out of the drum. So we're just going to flip it around, have the bolts line everything up. Let's see which way the spline shaft is, get it lined up. And then I got the tilt arm unlocked so I can rotate it. Once I get it rotated, I can slide the bolts in and put locking nuts on, just like that. Make sure when you tighten these lock nuts up, you do it in a crisscross pattern. You don't want to get that shaft cockeyed on the transmission there, so just go one side, crisscross, crisscross. Before we power it up for the first time, let's go over the operations of the tilt. Okay, so let's move it over to the first set of holes. This first set of holes is called the mortar load mix position. If you're doing mortar, you're going to put it straight into here, and then you can mix it in this position. For concrete, you're going to go down another set, and right here, the second tilt position is for concrete. Now you want to go to discharge. You want to pour it out, go all the way down, boom, boom, boom. There you go. You can start pouring it out, lock it in different positions. And of course, when you want to store this thing, you don't want water or rain to get in it. Tilt it all the way down, upside down, and now you're in the storage position. Sorry about the generator noise there. We are off grid here. We got controls down here, red for stop, green for go. I push the green and it starts to roll. It stays rolling until I push the red button, then it stops. Oh, look who we had show up.
Me.
Girl knew work was happening and she wanted to come out here and get it done, didn't she?
Yes.
You're taller than me, look at this.
I know. I
think you're standing uphill when you're wearing boots.
Just a little bit.
I actually am not this short. All right. David said, yeah, you are. No. What's this behind me here, girl?
It is a steel pallet.
All right, this is what our solar carport came in. Y'all remember me and Jin took this all apart, carried all that steel out of there? That's a little bit of work, wasn't it?
It was, yeah.
It was so hot too. It's hot today, it's hot today. We're gonna take it a little easier today. We're gonna do this in waves. So what we're gonna do, so many of y'all have said, Tim, you need to repurpose this, this crate, this steel crate. Well, that's what we're gonna do. I've got a lot of leftover wood from Grandma Carol's log home build. I got finished trim boards. I've got tongue and groove. I got some finished 2x4s, some framing 2x4s. I got all kinds of trim wood. We're gonna get it all put up here. I got a couple cap pallets over there. We got some plywood. You ready to get this done?
Let's do it.
Let's do it. All right, we can see I have got a lot of wood here on this trailer. Now this stuff's been sitting here for quite a long time. We had a tarp over it. You can see this is tons of this tongue and groove. This tongue and groove is for the roof, the ceiling on Grandma Carol's log home. Tons of this rough cut trim boards, and I have some you know, finished trim boards here. And let's see. Oh yeah, we got 2x4s right here. This is stud 2x4s, and we have tons of finished 2x4s. See these nice smooth edges? And then look at all the 1x5 trim boards we've got. Look at all this. This is a lot of trim boards, and it's all in great shape. Got a little dirt on this end, a little mud. And then I've got some these are 4x6s treated. These are going to be used on the barn, the livestock barn. So once I get going on that, I got 2 of these already. We've also got a couple pallets over here we're gonna put wood on, and we'll do stacks of wood right here. We'll put these braces on that go across the top, and then we'll build stack wood on top of there. And of course, I've also got tons of plywood. We'll just keep that in the canopy for now. All right, first thing we're gonna do is lift these big treated 4x6s, get those on the ground. We don't want them falling on us, do we? And when these things are wet, they are so heavy. Right now, they're not too heavy. They've dried out. I bought them a while ago. So, all right, we got that. Let's move on here. Let's start getting these trim boards. We got about, gosh, 20 or 30 of these 16-foot long 1x5 trim boards. So let's go ahead and slide it your way. We'll go ahead and do 2 at a time. They're pretty light. Yeah, see how light these are? Matter of fact, we can probably get a lot more, can't we?
Yeah.
Okay, just go all the way down. You just thought you weren't going to have to walk that far, didn't you? All the way, right. Go down all the way. Yeah, right there, okay. Now let's try 4 this time. I think I'm feeling a little spry, a little sprinty. All right. Don't trip if you're going to walk backwards, girlfriend. All right.
Not even going to try.
These are 16 feet long. This crate's about 19, 20 feet. No, right on top of them. Right on top.
Oh, on top. Okay.
There we go. Thank you, babe. All right. 4 more. And these are like baseboards and stuff. And this stuff is so expensive. I'm talking like each one of these, babe, is over $30. Maybe even closer to $60. Who knows? Really? I know at one point they were almost 60 bucks a piece. But
wow. Yeah,
I think they're like 30. And I got 20 or 30 of them in here at least. We'll count them when we get done. Yeah, slide them on over. There we go. All the way. Good job. Oh, Jin says, I think we can do 5. We got 5. It's actually not that bad, is it?
No.
This is so much lighter than that steel we were doing.
Yeah. It about killed me.
Yeah, that steel was some pretty rough stuff there. All right. All the way back. That's good. All right. Yep. But getting a little wobbly in there. All right, these next ones are 14 foot. I think we can get all of them. I think we can get all of them. Oh, look at that. I got He-Man woman right here. All right. So let's go all the way down. I'm gonna walk inside this, see if I can do it without tripping. Go all the way the same distance as that.
Oh, you're going down?
Yes, I'm down. Yeah. Yeah, because these are different. Yep, perfect. All the way to the end. Perfect. All righty, good job. Looks like we got stacks of 8 foot. I think we can get 1 whole stack right here. Yeah. 8 foot 1x5s. Woohoo! Just go all the way down. Put these next to these. keep going, keep going, keep going. All the way. Right on, right next to it. Yep, yep, yep. Perfect. All righty. Actually, some of those were, looks like 6 foot. Let me get the 6 foot ones off here. Put the 6 foot ones down here. There we go. Now we got the 8 foot and the 6 foot, the 14 foot and the 16 foot. That looks good. So 8 foot and 6 foot. It's like there's one longer one than those.
Okay.
These all look, these are all 8 foot. Okay. Oops, another stack. All right. Got it? Mm-hmm. Careful going down there. That's pretty steep, isn't it?
It is.
All right. Walk on down, walk on down. Keep on going all the way, all the way. Put it right on top of here. Thank you. No, this stack.
Okay.
There you go. All right. Let's take a break.
Okay.
All right, we got all the 1x5 trim boards done. I think we're gonna put you on a time lapse to get the rest of this so we can get this job done. You ready?
Ready.
Let's do it. Jen and I got the trailer completely empty. We did not even use the pallets over there. But what we did do is we got lots of wood stacked. Okay, this wood on the outside edge here, this is all finished 2x4s. You can see they've got the real sharp edges on them. These are finished 2x4s. All of these right here are like stud boards. You see how they're rough cut on the edge and stuff? And then I got actually true rough cut trim boards right here. Lots and lots of that. Down below, we got all kinds of tongue and groove and 1x5 finished trim boards. Man, I am super, super stoked about that. I've got some like, these are like 1x8s here. I may form with that. I'll probably form for the concrete using these stud boards, 2x4s, and these 1x8s. I think I can make that secure enough. So what we're gonna do now is, get a tarp over this, use all these spare little blocks here, tarp it over, and call this a day. All right, walk this way. Can you sing that song for me? Walk this way, talk this way, walk this way, talk this way. Just give me a kiss. Like this. All the way, and most of it down there is perfect. All right, so now just grab these blocks, put one on the bottom like that, one top right there, top right there, bottom right here, oops, bottom right there. I think I got one block here. There we go. And this big one right here. All right, that shouldn't go anywhere. I think we did a good job, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
Heck yeah. Slide that over there. All right. I got another trailer, don't I?
You do.
This is a 14-foot single axle, and it's had this wood on there for a year.
Wow.
Yeah, I kept a tarp over it, kept it out in the woods. So now I can start using this to move smaller loads. You know, I got the big 20-foot equipment trailer. Now we've got a 14-foot. And I'm borrowing Uncle Sonny's smaller one for like the motorcycle for a trip to Eureka Springs. Heck yeah. Awesome. Good job today, babe.
Thanks.
It's hot, I know. Your face is real red.
Oh, it gets red.
We took a lot of breaks. How many bottles of water did we end up taking?
6.
I think it was 7. It's almost another one. Yeah. We got almost 7 bottles of water in us. So we are a little bit still dehydrated, I think. We took a lot of breaks. Horseflies were after us, though, weren't they?
Yes. This thing came in handy.
Yeah.
I've been swatting at them all day.
She's been swatting the horseflies all afternoon. Okay. But you got to see all the lines for the foundation. That's cool. What do you think about the lines for the foundation? Me and Morgan can do a good job?
Yeah, y'all did.
I think so. I think so, too. Love you, Morgan. Thank you, buddy. And then, of course, got the mixer. What do you think about my mixer over there?
Kind of neat. I've never seen one before.
It's kind of pretty. I think I don't want to get it dirty. I think we're going to get it real dirty.
Poet didn't know it.
And then, of course, our stacks of wood. I think we did a good job. How we got everything separated out. And I got the things I'm going to be using most on top.
Right.
I'll be grabbing those 2x4s and all that stuff. So next step, I got to get that auger out and start digging those holes. You going to do that?
I'll help you. Yeah.
I know she would. I'm gonna try to get done this week though, before she comes back over next weekend. I'm gonna get all 6 of them dug. I'm gonna get one formed out, and make my jig for the concrete anchors. And if I can get one done, I think I can use that as like a cornerstone to make sure this concept's gonna work. Because I've never done this before.
Uh-oh.
I don't know. I don't know the first thing about it. I'll be talking to Gary and Anthony and David. I'll be talking to all my family fellows over there to see if they can give me some insight. Because I've never done this stuff before, but it's fun. It is fun. Yeah, especially I hear it's going to be cooler next week.
Oh, thank you.
I need some rain though, don't I?
Yeah, you
need
do.
some rain.
Yeah.
But hey, we'll take the coolness if it comes. If not, we'll just keep working in the heat. I love you, babe. Appreciate you doing this.
Oh, you're welcome.
I got that kiss. Woohoo! Like this. Oh, we're delirious. All right. I think we should go ride a motorcycle. How about you? Let's go take a cold shower, get all this funk off us, get our PPE on, and go ride the motorcycle.
Yes.
All right. So, guys, until next time, I hope everyone has a blessed day. Make sure you subscribe to RidgeLife. It's 100% free. What about old Ramblings, too? Mm-hmm. You get the behind-the-scenes scoops and the sneak peeks over there, huh?
That's right.
So make sure you hit that notification bell to make sure it's solid to be notified anytime a new video comes out. And again, hope everyone has a blessed day, and go RidgeLife. Woo!